Okay, ladies, this has been a long time coming, this video, and this is not going to be an easy video for me to make. But I'm having so many women come to me, and they're broken, and they've been hurt. They have no self-esteem. They feel like nobody loves them. They've just been wounded by life, and they don't know how to get out of that rut. So here goes. I'll try to make this as brief as possible. So I got married at 22. And I had a son at age 23 and my second son at age 24. And I got pregnant before I got married, and we got married in 2 months. And it was a tough marriage, you guys. We had no relationship. Basically, the only thing that he really felt like a marriage was about is intimacy. Well, I should say sex. And you women know that if that's all they want, we don't want to give that. We have needs, and we need to feel like ladies, not like a piece of meat, not being grabbed every time we would walk by. And things got really abusive at one point, sexually, and which was basically the breakdown of that marriage. And it ended in a really horrible divorce. And he said a lot of awful things about me. And at that point, I was pretty much had no self-esteem at all. And he told me nobody's going to want you with your saggy boobs and your stretch marks and your flat butt and your monkey feet. He'd always make fun of the way that I walked and the way that I smiled. He just made fun of everything. And when we got divorced, they let him stay in the house for a week. And he ended up wailing on me. He didn't hit me with his closed fist, but he took his hands and actually he grabbed me and spun me around and then took his hands and he just smashed me in the chest as hard as he could, and I fell against the wall. So that's how that marriage ended. And then I met Ken. And it was a whirlwind, you guys. He pretty much on that first date, he smelled good, and after we had dinner, and he did take me to a really nice restaurant too, which was very impressive. But like I said, he smelled good, and we were walking out to his truck, and he just put his hands on my shoulders and spun me around and gave me the nicest kiss, and I was pretty much hooked. So about a year after we got together, I sold my house and we moved in together. I moved in with him, and then I got pregnant with Shane. And we got married. And pretty much life was amazing. He was just great. Everything that my ex-husband made me feel bad about, he made me feel so good about. He loved my feet, by the way. It was wonderful. And then his mom passed away at the age of 57. And with her death, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start on this. He started drinking really heavily. And when he would drink, because he was drinking to heal from the pain, he was cruel. He was mean. He would say the meanest things to me. He would tell me I was ugly. He would just be so mean to my older boys, especially my oldest son, who they just didn't get along. And Jake didn't go with the flow whenever he asked him to do something. So it's just really a fight. And as moms, you know that nobody's going to mess with their kids. So there was a time that things got so bad that I was afraid to go to sleep. I was afraid that he was going to pull out a gun and kill us all and then kill himself. And that's kind of what got me to the point 2.5 years ago. And I won't go into all the details with Ken, because honestly, it just was so beyond horrible that I would cry myself to sleep every night in a fetal position. When I had my hysterectomy, he was totally mean. He just was cruel. He was so mean. Oh my gosh, you guys. Terrible. So I'm not going to go into all the details, but I was ready to walk away. Finally, I was done. I was not living another marriage like that. So 2.5 years ago was when I signed up as a coach, and that was by far the smartest thing I ever did. I had no self-esteem at that time. I felt ugly. I just was in such a bad place, and I just did not know where to turn. But I knew I had to get out of this marriage, and I thought this would be a great way for me to be able to do that. I could make some money, and I could move out and take Shane with me. And honestly, you guys, you have to say today that where you're at right now, if you're miserable, you have to say that is not where the story ends. You have to rewrite your story. Stop being the victim, you guys, and take back your life. You have to do personal development. Honestly, you guys, that has been such a key for me. And today, you guys, I feel amazing. My life is wonderful. I put myself first. I am a priority. I love myself. I'm worth everything in this world. I'm not a piece of crap. I am confident. I am a businesswoman. I am a business developer. I get to empower other women that are where I used to be and that want to feel strong. And it feels pretty dang good to take your life back and to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And you know that you are a beautiful woman. You know that you're a good person, and you know you deserve more than what's going on right now. But it's up to you to stop playing the victim, like I said, and to say today that changes. So, as I have continued putting myself first and working on myself, something crazy happened. My marriage has completely healed, you guys. It's pretty crazy. About 2 years ago, we actually found out due to, I don't know if it was his drinking or he had fallen before and had shattered his leg maybe about 10 years ago, was on some pretty heavy painkillers. So he has stage 4 liver disease. He's on a liver transplant list. But I have to tell you guys that as for me putting myself first and working on myself and deciding that wasn't how the story ended, I love my life so much, you guys. Our marriage has completely healed. I am so in love with him. And he can't change anything that happened in the past, but he can change what he does now. And he's that man that I fell in love with like 16 years ago. And I have forgiven him for everything. He can't change what he did. I still have my mom. I don't know how that feels. He didn't handle that, obviously, the right way with the alcohol, but he can't change that. But I have put God first in my life, you guys. And I start the beginning of my day with reading the Bible, or I like to go online and do like an audio Bible, and then I pray. And God has just brought so many wonderful blessings into my life. I have such amazing women that have come into my business. I pray that God sends to me the women he wants me to work with, and I have found some amazing Christian women. Many are moms just like me, and I am helping them to be strong. I am helping them to love themselves. I'm helping them to build 7-figure businesses. I'm helping them to be better moms, be better wives, and to have the life that they totally deserve. I mean, you guys deserve to have everything that this life has to offer and more. But it is up to you to take the first step, and you need to take that step today. And I know it's scary, but if you don't do something different today, a year from now, your life is going to look just like it does now or even worse. So what do you have to lose? I mean, it's time to step up to the plate. You are a woman. We are strong, ladies. Life may have knocked us down, but it's up to you to pick yourself up and take that first step. Take my hand. I am reaching my hand out to you. I'm going to cry. It doesn't have to be that way. And I lived how you feel. And I want to help you. Sorry. It's so sad to me when I see women that are broken and feel like I felt, and I felt so alone, like I had nobody to help me. I'm here to help you. And it doesn't have to be that way. I love you guys. And I will do whatever it takes. And I ask you today that if you are ready to have a change in your life and to take the power back and to never have to worry about your finances and to feel really good about yourself, I ask you today to send me an email, and right below in the description of this video, I am going to put my email address, or the best way to get a hold of me would be to send me a friend request on Facebook. And I will also post a link for that in the description and even in the comment below. And message me and let me know that you would like me to help you. Let me help you. It doesn't have to be that way, you guys. Dude, I mean, my whole entire life has been such a struggle, and honestly, I couldn't have been any lower than I was 2.5 years ago. And I took the power back. I'm telling you guys, don't you want to feel like this? Don't you want to wake up and do the happy dance and wake up and feel high on life? Never have to worry about the finances, you guys. That's such a huge thing. And as women, you know what? Think about this. What if you're with your husband and maybe you're even happy? What if something happened to your husband today? What if he got ill and he died? What if he was killed in a car crash? Would you be able to take care of your children? You need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and to be able to do that. And I can offer that to you. And it's not hard, you guys. It's really super simple. And I know you can do it. I will help you do it. And let's do this today. So send me an email, message me on Facebook, and let's start your life today. And love you guys. And I am totally here for you. Thanks for listening to my story. I really appreciate that. Love you very much. Bye-bye.